Hi everyone. It's time for some Chivos. I got a gallery down there. I got Tex, I've got Mana, and I've got Goji, who I think still shows up as G dot 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 because of.
I don't know why.
You have to set nickname. It can be the same as your actual name.
Is that one?
Yeah, if you don't have a server nickname, when you appear in streamer mode, it anonymizes you for reasons.
No, we'll keep the SO. Why not? Hey, look, it's fixed.
You're gonna need a stop there, buddy.
Yep. The last time I played Tetris Attack was with a Super Nintendo controller. This is not a Super Nintendo controller.
What is it?
It's an Xbox controller.
360 or 1?
360.
Oh, you poor son of a bitch.
You understand. You get it.
The D-pad is god-awful.
Yes.
The 360 D-pad is so horrible.
It's effectively just a watered-down joystick. Is what the 360 D-pad is.
The X-Bone is much, much better. It is what I have, what I use, and it works just fine.
See, the thing is that, like, I have a small bias towards Xbox 360 controllers because, like, they've worked for me for so long, and it's hard to give up something that's been so loyal.
Yeah, true. I used the 360 controller until it died.
Which probably took you, like, a decade.
Quite a while. I don't remember when it died. Something like 5 years ago? And it's probably just the wire that died, honestly. It was probably entirely fixable. It just couldn't be asked. And maybe secretly also just wanted a better D-pad.
You know, that's relatable. I think the other reason why I was so intent on keeping this controller is the fact that the biggest thing that I find myself emulating, old turn-based RPGs.
Yeah.
Which, who cares if the D-pad is bad? I have time.
Yeah, so my preferred controller of choice for a while was a wired third-party Switch controller that had Nerf foam on the back until that controller died. Yeah, no, it had actual Nerf foam. It's a real controller. It was made by one of the popular third-party controller brands.
I can only think Wildcats.
It was not Wildcats. It was I think it was. What's one that starts with an H? I probably have it around here somewhere still, even though it's dead.
We're gonna do a run on hard to get some practice in before we do the run on expert.
Also, you mentioned Nerf foam, and of course my head just immediately goes, it's Nerf or nothing.
Exactly.
Why did I change
really
my
liked
controls to that? Why did I do that to myself?
On this episode, Jason constantly ruins his own gaming experience by doing things he thought was a good idea.
But yeah, these days I use
that sounds about right.
Controller. I love the PS5 D-pad.
I'm still using my PS4 controller, and honestly, besides, like, a little jank USB connection now, because this thing's ancient. This was, like, not the first gen PS4, but, like, the second gen, I think, is when I got it. And I've always preferred the PlayStation, like, D-pad. Look at that. One achievement already.
Yeah, the PS4 D-pad was very good.
anything where I don't accidentally push a different direction is a good controller to me.
Oh, it was Powerway. That's who made the Nerf foam controller. I'm gonna post it in the Discord for memes. It actually felt really good in the hands, though. The being able to kind of, I don't know, it worked doubly as a what's the right word?
Nice.
Like a stress ball as a controller.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's so when you rage at Smash Brothers, you would hurt less.
Exactly. Or when you're in the gamer position, and you just kind of, because like I played Elden Ring on that controller.
Bro, I just mess my back up when I'm in the gamer position. I just deal with it. Speaking of Elden Ring, I need to see if I can budget in the DLC.
I'm so glad I have a Steam Family Share on because I have a friend who bought it.
See, for me, the Steam Family Share is people are borrowing it from me.
Yeah, I just know people, and so we all kind of borrow from each other.
Like, I understand why Steam does family sharing the way it does, but I do wish that, like, you could just simply do, more of your, like, games with other people. The whole aspect of, I'm going to play games with my friends who don't have the game while I do, kind of aspect.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, some of the indie games that have been, like, deciding to get, like, the trial pass, the friend pass kind of thing. Like, It Takes Two. Beautiful concept. Because it's a cooperative game, and it's kind of meant to be couch co-op, but you can play it online, because it's split screen. But it's also, hey, one person owns the game, someone else just gets the pass. Easy. Wormtown also does it, because it's like, yeah, here, you can play the game, you won't unlock a lot of cosmetics, but you can play the game. If someone's hosting it for you. Like, you remember the whole thing, who was trying to do it? Microsoft? Where they were trying to lock the CD to your, like, console, so even if you were to, like, trade it in, no one, or, like, give it to someone, no one else could play it?
Probably both Sony and Microsoft.
Because I just remember the Nintendo...
Before insane fucking backlash. I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I remember the Nintendo response. This is how you share games for the Nintendo Switch.
Hey, I'd like to borrow this game. Here you go. Thanks. Done.
Yeah.
Gotta love passive aggressive.
Look, Reggie put his whole heart and soul into that.
I mean, look, when you show up to a 3-player game and the other 2 people have already shot themselves in the foot, all you have to do is bring attention to the fact that they shot themselves in the foot, and you just win.
Why are you trying to tongue that frog? Okay, wait, no, he's... Ooh.
Other way around, Goji.
It's getting freaky with it over there, dang. That's just a tongue.
Hey, I don't judge.
Contest. I do. I judge everything.
See, a lot of people are like, why are you gonna be so mean about it? I judge everything as like one of the realest statements you can make as a human being.
But let's be real, I'm not even being mean about it. I'm doing it for comedy, more so than anything. I don't care what you actually do. But it's like, judging someone, it's like, I can judge, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Yeah, like...
And I don't let it, like, affect me.
When you get right down to it, when you get down to brass tacks and, like, definitions of words, by thinking about things, you are, by definition, making judgments on them. It's just, it doesn't instantaneously mean that you have made a negative judgment like so many people are so quick to assume it means. It's like, and that's just one of the key facets of critical thinking, is that you are capable of making a informed judgment. Like, sometimes I like to make jokes about that, where it's like, are you judging me? Yes, I am judging you for this. Very positively. Just to kind of mess with them a little bit.
Right. Also, it makes it, like, look, as a person with anxiety, that makes people's anxiety spike, and that kind of is also funny to me sometimes.
See, I like making my anxiety spike now and again, because it teaches me to best it.
Yeah.
Because, like, all the instances... I keep having to remind myself, all of the instances where I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to survive this, I survived them. Every day where I was like, oh, I'm not going to make it, I was wrong. So, I've been trying to, like, especially lately, I've been trying to do things that aren't in my normal comfort zone for the sole purpose of, I want to get them in my comfort zone, so that way I can just be more functional as an adult.
I don't know why, but that talk made me think of that Tumblr post of the mushroom. You cannot kill me in a way that matters, kind of.
Tell me in the name of God, you fungal piece of shit. Oh, I'm gonna lose. No, I'm not.
You're not.
No, I'm not. I forget that this game has, like, ridiculous amounts of mercy. I'm only on hard. I'm not on, like, difficulty 10.
Yeah, only in single player versus. In multiplayer, where you're forced to play on level 8 or 10. On level 10, there is no mercy. If you have...
But you have...
If you have one open
one
frame and are topped out, you're dead. Even on level 8, it's only like half a second.
It is 30 frames, yes. Man, that reminds me of... We need to get Panel Attack and fire that up again on stream again, and then just do, like, another fucking 1st to 25.
Maybe.
The last time I did something like that on stream, it was with my housemate Ray, and we were gonna do, like, a 1st to 10 on frickin' Samurai Showdown, which then became a 1st to 15, which then became a 1st to 25, and we just kept going.
Did it eventually become a 1st to 69?
No. After that, we I had a sample pack of the soap that Freya makes come in, and we got distracted because we turned it into, like, a little mini review of the soap. Which...
Freya's soap needs more, like, trying to think of the wording now. It's good, let's put it that way and continue with the story.
Yeah. The thing is that the part of that whole thing that made me, like, super thrilled was that I've known Freya for over a decade. We met... Oh, wow, I'm here already. Jeez. We met through World of Warcraft. We played together for several years. And one of her soap scents is actually inspired by one of the characters that I wrote in roleplay. Which is fucking cool. I was tickled pink by that. I thought it was one of the neatest things, and it helped that it was, like... It became my favorite scent and replaced my body wash. Damn, I am playing out of my mind right now.
I want to say
Yeah,
this.
31 seconds is a good time.
Wasn't this some Paladin too?
Yeah, that's the Paladin.
Yeah, that's the one I got first, and I'm like, this is amazing, actually.
That Paladin is my Paladin. So, And it was great because Fenris told me his story about discovering it, and he like he smells the soap and he's like, why does it smell so manly in here? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, nope, I didn't time that right. That's okay. I ain't dead. I'm fine. It's just a momentary distraction. Damn, I am playing out of my mind. So I ended up watching a video before stream started that I actually got, like, pretty intensely jealous of.
Okay, but consider. Focus, focus. Also, Jesus. Jesus!
Hey, remember how I said I was playing out of my mind?
What was that about Hocus Pocus? What?
It's what Kamek is saying when she attacks.
For some reason, I was excited because my brain tuned out for like half a second, and I'm like, what's this about a Disney Halloween movie that was actually really good?
I have literally never heard of it.
Hocus Pocus was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
It had one of the best musical numbers of any Halloween movie ever. And that was Bette Midler singing I Put a Spell on You. I'm sorry, but that was the best part of the movie.
Like, that movie was really, really solid.
It was just fun. It was a fun time. And that's not an adjective that I commonly use to describe movies. Alright, let's...
So, because we were talking about it earlier, it said to look up the retro achievements for Mario Party 3.
They have them?
Of course they have them.
Absolutely.
And
That
something
game's
like...
got an entire single-player campaign.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, I was
remember
gonna say,
that.
about half to a third of them are just a single-player campaign.
Yes, but that means that there are multiplayer achievements to
Yeah,
get.
that means the other
There
half
are.
or 2/3 are multiplayer.
Yeah, there are, like, for example, one of them is winning 1,000 or more coins in Game Guy's room.
My time has come.
How many people have achieved that one?
64 people.
Wow.
Alright, so we don't need to get that achievement, so we can leave it at 64.
No, we need 5 people to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't go for that achievement, so we can leave it at 64.
Although only 53 people have unlocked it on hardcore.
Oh, what cowards. I like how I call people cowards, but I completely understand if people don't want to have to, like, rely on starting an entire game over to get things going.
Another one is buy a star while moving in reverse.
That's so hard. That's so RNG.
No, what you gotta do is you gotta say no to a star while having a reverse mushroom, and then use the reverse mushroom next turn.
Or have it spawn right behind you.
Or that too.
Yeah, that's still a lot of RNG. That's a lot of RNG.
A lot of mini games have a single achievement for like doing a certain doing what good enough in
Accomplish X in Y.
Yeah, basically.
Is there an achievement for play as Luigi and win a minigame doing nothing?
Please, God.
Let me check.
Please, God, let there be one.
9 Mario Party 3. Let me check Mario Party 2.
So, funny story. Funny series of stories. Especially, I'm just gonna reset the emulator because, you know...
Yeah. There's nothing to save.
There's
You
nothing
got
to
all the
save.
achievements.
We got all the hard achievements. Now let's get the expert achievements. If I continue to play the way I was,
You'll be fine.
it'll be one and done.
For Mario Party 2, they put in what they call getting an S rank on every board, which is beating 3 hard CPUs with 2 or more stars without reloading.
Damn.
Maybe when the new Mario Party comes out, I'll finally dust off the Switch.
That new Mario Party actually does look good.
I'm surprisingly interested in the, effectively, Mario Party Battle Royale.
Mario Party.
I'm sorry,
Fortnite.
what?
Yeah, there's a new mode in the new Mario Party game where 20 players start, 1 player finishes.
It's literally just a run through all the, like a giant chunk of the mini games. And those mini games will have 20 people in them at the start, and you just keep going.
It actually sounds amazing. Unironically sounds amazing.
I'll give it this. It sounds creative.
It's different. It's that's like the biggest thing. You want to get my money for your video game? Give me an experience I haven't had yet.
Yeah.
Let me also put it this way. You know how Nintendo's usually late to the trends?
Uh-huh.
I feel like this one will work in their favor because everyone was tired of the, ooh, every game has to have Battle Royale. And now it's to the point of, yeah, no, I could actually see that having a Battle Royale and being fun. Like, there were some things that people did that were, like, really fun ideas, like Mario 99.
Oh, Mario
Actually,
99.
35.
Yeah.
No. Mario 99 was the fan one.
Oh, yeah. No, there was a fan one.
That was
Oh, yeah,
Iron...
there was.
Was it Iron Pineapple that did it, I think?
It got absolutely slammed by Nintendo.
Well, yeah, because it used assets.
And then they made
And then they
new-
replaced all the assets, and Nintendo was still all like, no.
But it was the beautiful idea of what if you were just playing SMB1 against 99 people?
Oh, I fucked that up. I'm sad now. Eh, whatever. I'll still win. I don't give a shit. I'll still win. I don't give a shit.
Nah, I'd win.
Nah, I'd win. No, you know what game I miss? Pac-Man 99.
Yeah.
I adored Pac-Man 99.
It felt really weird to me.
It felt weird to me too, and that's a positive in my eyes.
It felt like they were trying to strap multiplayer mechanics onto a game that really just did not need multiplayer mechanics. It worked for Tetris because Tetris already has a multiplayer mode.
I don't know. I just vibed with it. I thought it was neat. I thought it was neat to have different modes of how you ran.
Yeah, I tried it a couple of times and just didn't resonate.
You know, I was thinking on F-Zero 99, and all I can honestly think
that's a
about
good one.
is... All I can honestly think about is they're going to eventually just be like Mario Kart 99.
Inevitably.
It will be chaotic, and I will love it. It actually made me play.
Oh, my housemate, Ray.
God, how low is the spawn rate on blue shells gonna have to be?
No, here's the thing. Imagine if there wasn't a lower spawn rate.
Then the meta is stay in second the entire race until the very last second.
Exactly.
Okay, so sorry, I was checking retro achievements for the Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing achievement. Unfortunately, none of the 3 Mario parties or the Mario Party Advance has that. But there is a Atari 2600 ROM hack called Mario Bros that has Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing part 1 through 5.
Oh, God.
That's really funny. But yeah, no, my housemate, he does dailies on frickin' F-Zero 99 because they have dailies now. And you actually unlock stuff by playing the game, and I think the most important part about it is that all of the aesthetics that you unlock by playing the game, you cannot buy them. You must play the game. And he gets into the Grand Prix regularly, and, like, he's been finishing very consistently in top 10. And it's neat because they do the old school thing of the old school SNES thing where, okay, first race, after the first lap, we're going to take the last 5 ranks and we're going to kick them out of the race. And then just every lap of every race, they kick out the lowest 5 ranked racers.
Assuming nobody's died.
That's a nice
Because, like,
opener.
after the first lap, 95 players will remain.
Yep.
But, like, say, if 2 of them have been KO'd, then there's only 97, so only 2 get lapped out.
So the obvious pro strat is if you kill people, you're saving them from an embarrassing fate.
Actually, the funniest part is that
If
that
you kill
whole...
people, you completely refill your boost.
Not only
Yeah.
do you completely refill your boost, but in Grand Prix mode, you actually make your boost gauge longer. And it lingers. Not
Yeah,
just
and
for
it
the
lasts the
race,
entire
for
Grand
the
Prix.
entire Grand Prix.
You want to be KOing people as much as you possibly can.
I played a lot of F-Zero 99 when it first came out.
I played
It's
quite
such
a
a
bit,
good
yeah.
game. I suck at F-Zero though. I played a lot of
Same.
GX back in the day on the GameCube.
Yes! Same! It's
but-
so great!
It is really great. They need to make another F-Zero.
They do, but if they go that hardcore again, nobody's gonna buy it.
I will say, I feel like F-Zero 99 was only really made so that Nintendo keeps the trademark.
Possibly.
I see it.
Speaking of trademarks, just because I'm thinking about it, I need to get the Marvel vs. Capcom collection when it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I need that game to sell like crazy. I'm talking that game needs to be like multiple millions of copies because there is a very like it used to be that we were like, well, Marvel vs. Capcom is a dead franchise. And now there is a very, very non-zero chance that we might see a Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Yeah, I feel the same about Paper Mario.
Well, I mean, Paper Mario...
God
Paper
damn.
Mario, we
Has the
probably
remake
gonna-
been selling alright?
Is that the new? Is that
The
new
Thousand
record
Year
for
Door
most time?
remake? Yeah, it's been doing remarkably well.
And
Which-
then we also have the new Mario and Luigi game coming out.
Oh my
Yeah!
god, yes. 100,000 times yes. I was a little
thought
nervous
for
about the
sure.
new animation studio, but what I have seen thus far, they understand what makes the game so charming. They understand, they're not afraid to be a little bit silly, and that's the point. Like, you can
The
have
entire
your
point.
yeah, you can have your serious points now and again, for like game-ending bosses, but it's just, it gives me such old school Saturday morning vibes, and yes, just...
I mean, have you seen, like, the bros attacks? For like, all of the games?
Yeah.
Like, the first one in every one is just, you kick a shell back and forth until you miss the shell. Is that not silly enough for you?
I want to say also, from what people have done, but with side-by-side comparisons, the new one is, like, effectively just 3D remakes of a lot of the bros
Damn.
attacks.
Oh no!
I had a couple
That's the
misinputs
perfect
in
one.
there. Rip, perfect.
I enjoy you got destroyed by, like, the goofiest looking red Koopa.
Oh, he's great.
But yeah, I thought for sure the Mario and Luigi series was dead with Alpha Dream. I am so glad it's not.
The only worry I have when it comes to Paper Mario is I'm kind of a stickler for the older style, the one that is just the actual, like, Super Mario RPG 2 styles.
Yes, that's the one that everybody likes, including me.
Yeah, and it's like, I loved that so much, and for them to just say, no, go away, with
Yeah,
their, like,
1 and
newer
2 were
ones.
fucking phenomenal. Super
Hey.
Paper Mario, I enjoyed it, but it was a bit too much of a departure.
I
And then
love
everything just
Super
went to
Paper
shit.
Mario.
Yeah, it was still a good game. It was just very different. Everything went to shit after that. And it hasn't come back.
Like, some of the Paper Marios I can maybe get behind. Like, I never got into the Origami King, but it looked interesting enough for me to try. Sticker Star, though? No.
That
Sticker
game was
Star...
such hot garbage. I
Oh.
wanted to like it, and I could not.
I think my biggest problem with Sticker Star was Sticker Star very much did not want to be an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Like, about 15% of the way through the game, it got to the point where you did not want to get into battles.
Yeah.
It was actually detrimental for you to get into battle.
Yep.
And
They
that's
don't reward you enough.
just
Because you never really needed the coins, and there's no EXP, and so you're just wasting stickers.
yeah.
The game very much suffered from not knowing what the fuck it wanted to be.
Get out of here. Just fuck off. Just fuck right off.
Nailed it.
That was kind of savage. I did not have to do that penguin like that.
That penguin deserved it. Fuck that penguin.
Wow!
Nah, I actually don't mind Bumpty because, like, I cannot think of a single time in the entirety of my playing Super Mario World 2 where a penguin killed me. Not a single fucking time. Not once. Now, the monkeys, on the other hand...
Game?
Yes.
Oh,
I've had-
Super Mario World 2.
Yes.
I'm nowhere near as familiar with that one.
Yeah, I've never actually played it.
Okay. This is not a meme. This is not a joke. You absolutely should play it. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island was absolutely brilliant.
Oh, Yoshi's Island. I was like, wait, they do a Super Mario World 2? I'm like, oh, wait, no, yeah, Yoshi's
Yeah.
Island.
They called it Super Mario World 2. But
Yeah, everyone calls it Yoshi's Island. That's why I was confused.
the level design is brilliant. The music is
Yeah, I played bits and
fantastic.
pieces
The
of it.
graphics are fantastic. The game, honestly, like 100% deserves all the praise it gets. It is one of
Shoutouts to the boss you can kill from off screen.
Shoutouts to the boss you kill by pantsing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
He
not
pants
even
and he gets
exaggerating.
so embarrassed he like flies away.
Yes! That is an actual thing that actually happens.
His pants are his health bar.
There is actually one boss that you're effectively playing Arkanoid with, and you're trying to break out a hole so he can kill himself by jumping in lava. I am not exaggerating this. This is a boss that actually exists.
Isn't that just Bowser from SMB3?
Sort of, except in Yoshi's Island, you actually get to, like... You actually get to throw eggs and break the bricks yourself, which is infinitely more satisfying.
Oh, God, yeah.
Especially because you also have to dodge around this one otherwise invincible dude. Who is just like, hey, I'm made of spikes. I'm gonna jump on you. Which...
By the way, I'm highly amused that you bring up Yoshi's Island, and the only thing I'm sitting here in my brain right now is the trauma of hearing Baby Mario cry.
Yeah, that's, You don't have a health gauge, you have a this is how long until the kid gets kidnapped gauge.
Imagine if that's how that worked in real life. You're like, okay, little Jimmy, I'm put you down. And then you just see 10 above his head and you're like, oh shit.
Oh fuck, oh fuck.
I got 10 seconds to go do what I need to do away from my kid?
Just another strong argument for abstinence. Or contraception. I am not arguing abstinence. Sex is great. Mana Bender, you know what to do.
Look, sex is pretty ponderous, but have you had a really good pizza?
Yes.
Okay. Then you know they don't compare.
They don't.
God, how do you spell abstinence again? Ah, like that.
Look, I just Googled a word, and then Google's just like, did you mean this? And I'm like, you know what? That's probably the correct spelling.
Autocomplete got to it before me.
$ at mandible. 1603.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I was talking about Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2.
God damn it, Koji.
Look, what I have to say is the next 75 we get, it needs to just be the same thing, but salt with your friends. So we get to like 1675, and hopefully I'm there, and I'll be like, assault with your friends.
Mine is also a 75. I will never let you live that down, Jason.
I'm aware. I'm keenly, painfully aware.
So what's the story behind this?
You know that Flane and Senate's map? It's on a beach. It's got a lot of sand. It very clearly tells you in the terrain panel, hey, you should bring mages. Jason was feeling like, oh, this map's kind of low level for me. I'm going to bring some people that are lower level. Well, all of the people that were lower level, none of them were mages.
You brought the horse.
And I
At least one of them was a horse.
Makes sense. I see.
He did not have a good time on that map. He still beat it. But, yeah. He suffered.
Look, none of my mages were
Deservedly
low
so.
level in fucking 3 houses, because 3 houses mages are, like, ridiculously good.
You're telling me!
The only thing when it comes to, like, Fire Emblems, for me, any mounted horse unit is ridiculously stupid. In my opinion.
I can't wait for Mana to get to a specific Fire Emblem game where the mages are all the best units in that game are mages.
What is almost any Fire Emblem?
Not so.
No, not so.
No, The
Genealogy, none of the mages are really that great.
genealogy, the mages need so much work. And honestly, like even though I'm very biased towards Ileana in Ike's games, otherwise the mages are... Even when the mages are good, they require so much work because the game is just so keyed against them.
I mean, yeah, Soren took me like 3 or 4 levels of work, and then he just started obliterating everything. He hasn't stopped. He's promoted 7.
Even then, I wasn't like...
Then I just finished chapter 19.
Even then, I wasn't, like, extremely impressed with Soren's promotion. Just because, like, all of the characters who are mages and then learn knives have the shittiest stats imaginable to use those knives.
That's why you have them learn staves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are certain pre-promote mages that start with magic and knives, which I'm convinced that the only reason why they gave mages knives is so that they could nerf the pre-promote stages so that they don't have staffs.
Probably.
There's them speedrun strats!
Nice. Yeah, it's often really effective if you just send a few 3s or 4s, because the computer just does not know what to do with them.
I think my favorite game to use mages, and not their best game, but my favorite game to use mages in Fire Emblem is FE3, just because every enemy in that game, including the final boss, has 0 resistance.
Didn't, like, resistance just not exist?
No, it existed. It just said no one had any growths for them. So the only way to raise your resistance was either... Yeah. Or no, not just a pure water, but also using stat boosters.
Yeah.
I'm reminded too now of Dark Deity. Apparently the dev admits the first game is a utter disaster and a mess. But it also feels like he's like trying to hype up his second game way too hard. To be like, oh, this is like the best thing I've ever designed. It's like, I hope it's good, but I heard he's not bringing mounted units. So my concerns immediately skyrocketed again.
See, the thing is that you don't necessarily have to have mounted units in a game of that ilk for it to be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Kanto is kind of broken.
Well, no, my concern isn't exactly that he's just saying no mounted units. My concern is Dark Deity 1, the maps were freaking huge, and everyone moves slow.
Yeah. Well, to finish my point,
yeah,
it does not necessarily have to have mounted units to be good, as long as the maps are designed with that in mind.
Yeah.
Because I think, from what I have played of Dark Deity, I did not finish that game. To very few people's surprise. I did not finish that game, and, like, the biggest thing that turned me off from the game was the maps were just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything was predictable, there was no intrigue, a lot of them were big for the sake of being big, and that big does not necessarily mean good. If you have a huge map, and the huge map is all the same garbage the entire time, and you know, you can tell by looking at it, oh, here's where the reinforcements are going to come out, here's where this is going to happen, here's a place that I better make sure that I've got protected, okay, now I can just camp.
I would argue that predictable reinforcements are critical. Because otherwise the game is just unfair.
See, I don't mind unpredictable reinforcements as long as the rules of reinforcements are fair.
Yeah.
If a reinforcement pops out and is enabled to act the moment it shows up without you being able to do anything, in my opinion, that's bad design.
Basically, everyone agrees. We call them ambush spawns, and they suck.
Like, if ambush spawns were handled in a fashion where I was like, yeah, that's my fault, I shouldn't have played the way I did, I like ambush spawns. It's just that so few games nowadays, actually do it in a fashion that doesn't make me grit my teeth.
Yeah.
You know?
Cough, awakening, cough.
Oh god, yes.
Oh, and also Binding Blade.
Awakening
you'll
Lunatic
see.
was a fucking nightmare. I don't know why I put myself through that.
Because you're secretly a masochist.
Oh, I played
No,
that.
because I thought it wouldn't be as bad as it was. And it ended up being literally nothing but Donald and Dragons.
Oh man, I can't wait for Mana then to play fucking Binding Blade and realize that it could be worse.
Oh no. I'm sure it could be.
I still have yet to sit down to fully play a Fire Emblem game in a long time.
Yeah, they take a bit of work.
It's
You
like,
have to be kind of in the right
Depending
mood
on
to
the
play them.
game and the difficulty.
the last one I tried was Three Houses, and I always kind of enjoy myself, but then I get to this point of like, it hits that wall of I'm no longer having fun and I'm bored. Like, extremely fast, and I kinda hate that it does that. But I don't know what's triggering. I'm not sure if it's just the day-to-day stuff.
I was
What?
one swap away from saving myself.
Same fight, too.
Yeah. Then again, on expert difficulty, the final four had a fairly decent difficulty spike, so...
Yeah.
You know, that's fine. I'm not upset about it. It's still a good chunk of achievements to start with.
I mean, you can still finish. You still get achievements for beating each one. You just won't get the perfect run achievement.
Yeah.
But you might as well just go for the perfect run at the same time anyway.
Up to
Well,
him.
it's
Just
also
let
the
him know
fact
what
that
the deal is.
we've been streaming for like 70 minutes, and I would like to rest my left wrist against this very demanding movement game.
Hey,
Mood.
Fair enough.